Vlog, another episode, 21 Rebound. The rebound is almost over, guys and girls. You follow along. It has been a glorious almost 8 weeks post-show. I have 2 workouts left. I have an arm day today, and I have legs on either Sunday or Monday. So when I wake up tomorrow on Sunday, I'll assess how I'm feeling. I hammered chest and shoulders yesterday, arms today. If I'm feeling great on Sunday, I'll hit legs. Most likely it'll be on Monday at Elite. So what we have on store today is, honestly, I've been hammering work all day long, and I was like, I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna play with this new toy. So this is the Mikolo Anibus 1.0 Elite. Oh, it is so smooth. I have all my toys, as you can see. I don't know if you can see them in the back there. So we're gonna use those today. So mixture of bands, cables only today for arms. Since it's a rebound, I'm not stressed about not using free weights. I'm gonna get in here, blow my arms up. I'm gonna do two triceps or supersets for triceps. Do the same thing for biceps. And that is it for the day, guys and girls. So what you'll do, you'll see my last and final work set of this first rotation, which is going to be a banded push down done explosively. I have a cuff single arm extension, and then the spreader handles here. Glorious. I've already done 2 rounds. I'm going to do another working round, and then finally we'll do the final last one for the 4th round, and it's going to be killer. So follow along. This is going to be a crazy good pump. I'm in my house. This could not be more convenient. So again, not even have to leave the house. Come down here, smash arms, back upstairs to do a little bit more work, hammer my Ninja Creamy bowl of Gains fruit and Rice Krispie treats, and then we're actually, Angela and I, we're going to maybe have a free meal tonight. So if that's the case, I will get that on camera and you'll see what I'm going to have. So a full-on cheat meal right before my off week. That is next week. So it'll be the first full-blown meal off plan. So you'll have to see that in full detail if we end up doing it. So we'll see how we feel after. She's up there running on the treadmill now as we speak. Daxton's full of football. I'm training arms. Family field basement of activity and movement on this weekend. So let's All right, next up for arms, specifically triceps, we're going to go rope push downs, 12 to 15, somewhere in that rep range. Then I'm going to come down and drive, spread my hands apart, then immediately flip around, do overhead rope extension. So we're going with the contraction portion, focus on the lateral head, and then we'll flip around into long head with the overhead extension. So 3 total rounds. I'll film the 3rd one. This superset, as you all know, is an absolute favorite of mine. If you watch the YouTube channel, if you've been doing Scorpion or Sub-Zero, and it's all throughout Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reptile, Johnny Cage, Baraka, because I just freaking love it. It feels incredible. And again, it's fast-paced, it's easy to set up. I don't have to do anything, and it blows my triceps up. Feels great on my elbows and shoulders. and causes zero wrist pain. So all mega wins, huge pump. All right, on to some biceps. So I'm going to keep the high band. I'm going to do high banded hammer curls. This is to activate my biceps, get them full and pumped. We'll do that explosively. Then we'll come over here, use the prime short bar with D handles that came with this Mikolo piece. I'm going to use the cast handles in a little bit, but to start, we use the narrow or the small diameter handles, D handles on that to do a supinated curl. And then we're going to finish up here with some rope curls for the first tricep. So it's going to be a good one. Watch the form. Listen, the great thing about this is you can do this in a hotel gym. You do this if you had one of these pieces or in the gym in a quick station, in and out. This might take me 40 minutes total with all of this setup, filming, warm-ups, cool downs, intros, outros. So if that tells you anything, this is an efficient arm day. And as you can tell, my arms are already absolutely pumped, and I've just done triceps. So on to biceps. Top set. So even though the tricep there, I still work up to a really hard, to where it's like somewhere in the 8 to 12 rep range where I could not do any more. As you can see there, not for the first exercise, that was activation, but for the second two with the prime curl and the rope curl, those are right at failure. So what I want to think about here is I do a top set and then a back off. So I actually lower the weight 3 holes, and then I'll just go really slow, controlled, burn my biceps up. Now, what I didn't show you, and I'm not going to film that either, it's just boring to watch, but I did the same thing on that first tricep for triceps. Is I did, you saw the top set, then I lowered the weight, turned the camera off, and banged a back off set. So with the back off, what I want to be is just uber intentional with every one of my reps. I feel it in the muscle, full stretch, full 10 out of contraction, and then on to the next grouping of exercises. So I'm going to do the back off here right now, and then we get into the next setup of exercise. Final rotation for this arm day, we're going to do a single arm calves curl to isolate each arm, and then last I'm going to finish on some 21s with a little short straight bar at the bottom setup of the cable on the left side. So absolute killer here. Really isolate the bicep, trying to fully supinate up, out, turn the pinky away to the outer portion of our bicep. And on the 21s, it's just fighting pain for as long as humanly possible. So I hope the takeaway here is you don't need a lot to crank on your arms in terms of equipment setup. I can do this all with dumbbells, bands, a singular bar, easy bar. It just takes a little bit of creativity and the ability to fight pain and pump. So I don't think my arm is lacking anything as far as the size goes. So we're still getting a very effective at-home workout. All right, first official arm day on this piece, and I feel like I'm T-Rex like this. They are so pumped. My word, I did 3 rounds of that superset of the CAS single arm curl. Superset with this cable short bar 21s. If you notice on those 21s, I do the top 7 first, then full 7, then the bottom half. And that's to remove the strength curve, right? So the hardest part is the contraction. So you do that first where you're the freshest. Then you do full range, that's in the middle, and the bottom half are the easiest. So as you fatigue, that allows you to use heavier weight. Not that I had a lot of weight on there today, but that's how I'm going to do 21s all day long. So all in all, that was 40 minutes, start to finish. Tricep, superset, done. And if you look for the first tricep, it took me 3 rounds to get to the top set. Then I did top set back off. And then for the superset, I just did a 3 round rotation. So 6 total work sets there. So a decent amount of arms volume. And like that's how I love training arms. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, Chris, like you did no power movements. It's all cables. How you expect to grow? Just try this. Literally try this session. And if you're someone out there who has and struggles with elbow pain, this session is for you. So if you like this video, like, share, subscribe. I have 3 days left of this rebound, counting today. And then we're going to do a full off week. That's chilling. That's no cardio. That's no training. It's lowered, reduced food. And it's preparing my body for a growth phase, which comes next. And that's after a full week of off training. So everything couldn't have timed more perfect with me going to Elite and then come back here in town, hammering push, arms, and then legs, and then put a button on this rebound. So thank you guys for following along through this rebound. The Mass Awakens. 1 session to go. If Chaz doesn't get on camera, I will, so you can see the final workout. So might as well make it absolutely batshit crazy because I don't know any other way. So until next time, guys, like, share, subscribe. Chris Evans TV.
As promised, epic cheat meal time. Let's show you what the main course was.
Chick-fil-A sandwich, number 1, 2 packs of ketchup, orange fries, 3 strips, and some pizza. Daxon's smashing it already. So we'll show you the desserts when it's time to get into it.
Here's the dessert. So that is a salted caramel white chocolate with, yes, look at that in relation to Angel's hand. It's enormous. Daxon got a chocolate chip cookie. And then we have, the top left is all chocolate. That's a black and white. Andrew got a little brownie down the bottom, and then a lemon cupcake. So a little bit of everything. I will not eat all of this, obviously.